It's been 7 years since the creation of LIVIN, in legacy of the late, great Dwayne Lally. There's been plenty of ups and downs along the way, and we've also had the opportunity to meet plenty of wonderful people. But firstly, I'd like to tell you what It Ain't Weak to Speak means to me. It means empowerment, it means normalising that conversation around mental illness, mental ill health, mental health, suicide, and the general ups and downs that all of us go through in our everyday lives, just so people can feel comfortable in accessing the support when they need and where they need. To tell you a little bit more about that now, we've invited some of the important people through the charity's 7-year history along to tell you what it means to them. And to kick that off, here's Sam Webb.
I want to tell you one thing. LIVIN would not be LIVIN without each and every one of your support. And to kick off this 7-year anniversary, I want to share with you what It Ain't Weak to Speak means to me. For me, it means being able to share how you really feel with your friends, your family, your loved ones, not worrying about what people may think or if you're struggling and them judging you, having full confidence in yourself to reach out and ask for help because you deserve it. But it also might mean, talking about your breakthroughs, speaking up about what you're succeeding and achieving in life. I really would love to hear what it means to you guys, but thank you to each and every one of you for your support over the years. I can't wait to continue this journey with you.
It takes a lot of courage to reach out when you're going through a tough time.
It's really important that you open up, that you share the stories of the challenges that you're facing in your life.
It's the most important and basic step to take when trying to accept help.
Be vulnerable and reach out no matter how small or big your problem is, because we're all in this together.
Having the courage, conviction and bravery to actually speak out because it's easier not to. And that it's okay to not be okay.
It ain't weak to speak to me means to share the load.
It's all right to express your emotions. It's all right to have a bad day because you know what? Everyone's going through it. Everyone has that same moment.
There's this peace that comes from knowing that you can organise the tangled up thoughts in your mind by talking them out to someone that you know has your back.
To be able to speak to people about how we're feeling, whether it's feeling flat or down, or if we actually think that we seriously do have something going on that we need help for.
First step to recovery is talking about these problems that we may have encountered in our lives.
It's okay to talk, it's okay to reach out, and it's okay to show vulnerability, because vulnerability is a sign of courage, it's a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness.
Being unafraid to ask for help, no matter how big or small the issue is. Speaking up and supporting one another really gives me the courage to speak up and, deal with things that I would once internalise and try and deal with on my own.
It's really made people feel more comfortable talking about mental health. Something that was taboo in the industry, something that never existed, especially in these tough times. It ain't weak to speak really is a fantastic thing.
To me, it ain't weak to speak means that the barrier between reaching out and asking for help and being judged from your friends or family is completely removed, and it means that anybody, no matter what walk of life you're from, can reach out and find help and know that everybody's behind you.
Your mental well-being is not a burden on anyone.
Your thoughts count, you count, and people will always understand that you count.
It's all about being brave, putting yourself out there, and like Ethan does, what do? We keep smiling, but we do talk about how we feel on a day-to-day basis.
If you're struggling or feeling anxious or have bad thoughts, just pick up the phone to call someone and to reach out and ask for help.
Having the courage to speak up and take action, and being part of a large support network.
It Ain't Weak to Speak is the most powerful way to speak to either yourself or others. That if you are struggling, there is no shame in reaching out.
Just to constantly have that in the forefront of your mind. When you're not feeling okay, that you can reach out to someone.
It's an opportunity to open up and to connect to someone you may or may not know, and to talk about each other's feelings, and to support, encourage and help each other during difficult times.
January 9, 2016, it meant saving my life. It meant that I reached out and asked for help when I needed it the most. It gave me power, it gave me strength, it gave me the ability to see past what was happening, and I was able to sort through my problems.
Breaking down that stigma of manning up or toughening up, and encouraging each other to talk about their challenges that they're facing.
The vulnerability and strength takes one to talk about their mental health issues, and I also believe that is a step in the right direction towards breaking the stigma associated with mental health.
You're not too weak to speak.
That's right, mate.